Montfort Secondary School is said to have taken disciplinary action against several students, which was shown bullying a student after a video of the incident surfaced online. Vice Principal Wilson Tay stated that the affected students had been counselled and their parents engaged. "We take the safety and well-being of all our students seriously and have taken appropriate disciplinary actions on the students involved," he said, though he did not elaborate on what these actions were. Tay also declined to specify when the bullying occurred and when it was reported. However, he noted that the students involved had acknowledged their wrongdoing and expressed remorse. He reiterated that the school has zero tolerance for bullying and will continue working to provide a safe learning environment for all students. The video, which surfaced online on 22nd February, quickly gained traction on social media. By 7:30 p.m. on 23rd February, an early Facebook post had amassed over 1.2 million views, 3,400 reactions, and more than 9,000 shares. The footage showed a group of boys in Montfort Secondary School uniforms following a fellow student while repeatedly saying "chapat." One of them tripped the student, and as he fell, another kicked him twice. Despite further harassment, the boy did not retaliate and simply walked away. The incident was recorded by another individual, with a voice in the background requesting the video be sent via WhatsApp. Following the video's circulation, the victim's mother, Jolene Wee, alleged this was not an isolated incident. In a Facebook post on Sunday night, Wee, a single mother, claimed the video was just part 2 of a larger ordeal. She alleged that her son had previously been strangled and beaten by a group of boys in a school stairwell, an attack that was not recorded. She shared images of deep strangulation marks on his neck, questioning the severity of the force used and calling it attempted homicide. Frustrated with the school's handling of the matter, she wrote, "I don't want the authorities to downplay the severity of the incident and handle it insensitively. I don't want diplomatically correct answers like, 'The students have acknowledged that their behaviors were wrong and have expressed remorse. I demand to know what actions have been taken.'" Wee said she took her son to KK Women's and Children's Hospital for medical evaluation and filed a police report. The police have confirmed that a report was filed and that investigations are ongoing. The Ministry of Education, MO, has yet to issue a direct statement on the incident. However, Education Minister Chan Chun-sing has previously commented on school bullying cases. In February, he urged parents to allow schools and authorities to handle such incidents rather than intervening directly. Addressing a separate case at the time, he cautioned against retaliatory behavior, stating, "We must also be careful not to bully the bully." He also told Parliament, "No one should be bullied, no one wants to be bullied, and no one should bully." Chan reiterated that parents should trust schools and authorities to manage these cases without speculation or interference. While Montfort Secondary School has taken disciplinary action and provided counselling, many netizens believe this is insufficient and are calling for stricter punishments. The incident has drawn over 3,000 comments across CNA, Mothership, and the Straits Times, with many advocating for stronger measures such as public caning. Some speculated that the bullies had likely done this before, noting how comfortable they appeared while being filmed. One user criticized the vice principal, arguing that the students should be suspended so their parents could take responsibility. They pointed out that the bullying occurred in the canteen, where adults were present but did nothing to intervene. Many believe the victim's reluctance to defend himself suggests he has been targeted before. They also noted that no one around seemed surprised, implying that bullying is common at the school. Another commenter questioned how such an attack could happen in broad daylight on school premises, highlighting a lack of vigilance. They urged the Ministry of Education to take stronger action, stressing that schools should be safe spaces for students. Some netizens have demanded that the school publicly disclose the punishments given to the bullies, arguing that transparency is necessary for accountability and deterrence. One user wrote that the school should reveal the disciplinary actions taken to assure the public that appropriate steps had been implemented. They criticized efforts to protect the bullies' fragile minds, insisting that the well-being of the victim should take precedence. Another commenter argued that publishing the punishments would serve as a warning to potential bullies. They suggested implementing a standardized set of punishments across all schools and requiring parents to acknowledge the rules in advance. They also called for police involvement in severe cases and urged schools to consider victim impact statements when deciding on disciplinary action. Many netizens have called for harsher punishments, believing leniency would only encourage bullying. One user criticized the school's response, saying remorse alone is not enough. They argued that the bullies saw themselves as heroes and were even proud enough to record their actions, insisting that only a severe punishment would deter them. Some suggested taking the bullies on a tour of Changi prison to show them the consequences of their actions. They warned that repeatedly giving these students chances would only embolden them. Others advocated for the return of public caning. One user argued that if parents were unable to discipline their children, the school should step in. They warned that if schools failed to act, the state and the justice system would eventually have to. Another person echoed this view, rejecting the idea that remorse alone should be sufficient. They questioned whether a bully could simply apologize after pushing, kicking, or beating someone, and then be let off without consequences. If that were the case, they argued, bullies would continue their behavior. One user warned that if the Ministry of Education failed to take strong action, such incidents could escalate into a larger social issue. Beyond the Montfort Secondary School incident, the case has sparked broader concerns about whether schools are genuinely equipped to protect students or if they are merely engaging in damage control. One user criticized the school's vague response, arguing that phrases like disciplinary actions and counseling offer little clarity on how the issue is being addressed. They pointed out that this pattern is common, with schools providing generic assurances instead of concrete measures, leaving parents and students with more doubts than confidence. The lack of transparency, they said, erodes trust and raises critical concerns about the effectiveness of school disciplinary policies.